Tom Gores owned the worst team in the NBA for 14 years. He made $2,775 million. In 2011, Tom Gores bought the Detroit Pistons $325 million.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. Tom Lydon with you, and it is a new dawn of a new day here for the Pistons. For the first time in 37 years, there is an owner other than the Davidson family. His name is Tom Gores. He was introduced today, and he's an owner who said he will lose sleep to make sure that this venture succeeds.
The daunting part is to make sure that the community is happy for us. So if it ends up a great investment for us as an example, and it's not great for the community, I don't consider myself successful.
The team had just traded Chauncey Billups. Ben Wallace was gone. The roster had no direction, no star, no playoff path. The Palace of Auburn Hills was losing attendance. Detroit was 2 years removed from the largest municipal bankruptcy in American history.
We have breaking news. Detroit has filed for bankruptcy. It is now the largest city in U.S. history to file for Chapter 9 bankruptcy.
They're surprised that it happened this fast, but not surprised that it happened at all, because everybody here expected this day was coming, but 4 months.
They were reading the wrong document. So, the question is not why Gores bought the Pistons. The question is what he did with them once he owned them.
Grant, caught by Plumlee, back to Hayes. No! The Clippers are winners! Oh, my goodness!
And the Lakers are going to win this one, as you mentioned, Stu. And AD gets another steal at the end. What a defensive effort also for Anthony Davis. And what a quarter for Russell.
Langston Galloway for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Barrett. And the Knicks.
At the time, it looked like organizational failure. It was not. It was lottery positioning.
The second pick will be made by the Houston Rockets, and that means that the number 1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft goes to the Detroit Pistons.
Let's roll, baby. With the first pick in the 2021 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State University.
Tim Gores does not just own the Detroit Pistons, he owns Platinum Equity, a private equity firm with $25 billion in assets under management. One of those assets is Securus Technologies. Securus has faced federal scrutiny for charging rates that consumer advocates have called exploitative. Families paying to speak to incarcerated relatives were billed at rates that exceeded standard phone plans by multiples. The FCC attempted to cap those rates. Platinum Equity opposed those caps. In 2023, ratings agencies S&P Global and Moody's downgraded Securus' credit rating to junk bond status. That same year, Tom Gores resigned from the board of the Los Angeles County Museum of Art over his connection to Securus. Advocates have called on the NBA to force him to sell the Pistons. The NBA has not responded.
We have a good core, we have a good foundation, we have all these young players, and we have flexibility. So we have to not panic and do the right thing, execute, and have urgency. So that's our balance. You know, we have to thread the needle to create urgency, create change, because we're not where we need to be. But don't ruin the ship, the boat here. It's pretty good.
11 assists, 6 rebounds, and a beautiful move. Cade Cunningham doing it all. Cade down the lane of the basket. Following from in front, fills it up. Tough shot. But he could not be bothered.
Cunningham leading the break. Glove it up. Flying is Jenkins for the jam.
Well, we saw the steal from Thompson.
The Pistons are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference this season. Cade Cunningham is an all-star. The new arena deal is finalized. The rebuild worked by every basketball metric available. This is not a Detroit story. This is a league story. When Tom Gores bought the Pistons for $325 million in 2011, he signed a purchase agreement. That agreement did not contain a performance clause. There was no mechanism requiring him to field a competitive team. There was no penalty for losing. There was no provision protecting the city of Detroit from the financial consequences of a decade of non-competitive basketball. In 2017, Little Caesars Arena opened in downtown Detroit.
Story making headlines this noon. After months of construction and planning, Little Caesars Arena finally opens to the public tonight. And as you can see from this video, the area is bustling with folks working to put the finishing touches on the project.
The public contribution to the broader district Detroit development was $250 million in tax increment financing. The Pistons moved in. The asset appreciated. The public financing remained on the city's books. The turnaround is real. The basketball is real. But the financial architecture underneath it has not changed. An owner who loses for 14 years and exits worth 9 times what he paid is not a turnaround story. He is proof the incentive structure works exactly as designed.